Yes. So we don't know from where it was, as Britishers had invaded, French has invaded different countries. They have been to different countries. We don't know who was making those kind of devices. And from there they get an idea and they started developing those devices. Yeah. There are many inventors, many scientists who was working on that thing. And maybe as I have already told you that I have the idea of DSCAM, DSKM. That is the future cinema. Means I will be able to show my story, my screenplay in your subconscious mind. Yes, that is my vision, my idea. But maybe some of the people, they might be working on neurochip. Yes, it was my idea way back, 15 to 20 years back. But we come to know that somebody is working on the neurochips. That will be giving us the telephone and everything. Every information, every message to us. We don't know what kind of, maybe they may have some glass, add some glass, or they may give some space where we can see and see the vision of that calling and message. We can be able to listen to that. But my future cinema, my concept, my idea is DSCAM, DSKM. I named it. And it was that I will be able to show my narrative, my screenplay in your subconscious mind individually. Suppose I have made 10 to 20 screenplays. And whatever screenplay you want to see as a film, as a motion picture, or as my vision, I would say, you will be able to select that and you will be able to be the part of that vision. That is my concept. I'm working on that. Now I have to see that should I make some device for that, or should I use some kind of chemicals for that. So that is my experiments. So I may give some that, but I need to see that those chemicals are harmful for the human being. They may damage the brain or any other part of the body. So we need to see those things. I am working on that. Yes? Maybe in the future or after, when you will be old, you will be able to listen to this kind of thing. You will be able to see this kind of thing. Then you can say that, yes, our professor has once said that this kind of technology may come. And this is not nothing new. This was already there. It is already showing the vision. What I want, it was already there, done by the yogis in our sacred nation. Now, again, people are coming back to the origin, but we have lost many things now. We don't have those devices. I would not say devices mainly. Devices are tool. It was the nature is the ultimate thing which make us powerful, which gives us power. If we are eating food, we are getting power. Yes, but we have deteriorated the food. We have used the chemicals, fertilizer, the certain kind of things, and we are reducing the power of that food, whatever we are eating. It was the time when the people was not taking anything inside. They was living on the air and sun also. Yes, and their age used to be long, more than us. But as we are going in the future, our age is reducing. I remember my Pranana, my Pradada, they used to be, my Pranana, when he dies, he was 104 years old. But nowadays, 75, 80, 90, 85, yes, very few people touch the hundreds. And we, as whatever environment we have, we don't know that how much long we can live. because whatever we are getting inside, that is how the body is responding. So, same way, starting about the film movements also. The movements world is generated that if the idea or anything which is accepted by the masses, that becomes a movement. Yes? Which is accepted and which is observed by the masses. And the second thing is, some of the movements are socially created, politically created. Yes? So there are variety of styles, options. Who are creating that? Sometimes there are certain movements which are created by some group of people, group of ideas. Suppose we are one group and we decide that we want to generate this movement. We want that people should think about the cinema in this way. And we start publicizing it. And we do certain things which may accept by the common man then. That will become a movement. Yeah? So, we already know that cinema was started with the device, one particular device. And to certain years, that device was being developed. And when that device was being developed now, it was the mindset of the creators that now what? We have developed the device. We are shooting the narratives. We are executing the films. We have also decided the feature length also. The lengths. We have come to 24 frames also, from 16 frames. Certain kind of things. Slowly and gradually we were working on sound and colors in the motions, pictures. Yes? Now what next? So that the people, the masses can be attracted by us. As then, though the filmmaker of that time, they started giving their own styles. As D.W. Griffith has given us a dramatic cutting. Because camera was one extreme long established shot, character used to move inside. He gave us the shots. He gave us the deep. He gave the frame to understand the emotions, the detailing of emotions, adding mise-en-scenes. Although mise-en-scene was already there in the theatre, some of the terminologies was already there in literature, theatre, fine arts. We take some of the terminologies from there also, but medium was different. Medium was visual. And even the movements was already there. People were aware of realism, expressionism. Although the terminology, surrealism, dadaism, they have been given by some people, some artists. But the understanding, the mindset was already there. As I have told you that my concept is discam. It was already there in ancient India. Yes, but less people knows about this. So, in this particular subject, we are touching some of the major movements in the world cinema, which starts with the development of cinema in 1920s. Till approximately till 1920s, we were already involved into the World War I. Countries were already involved in World War I. Aftermath was going on. People were discussing about what has happened, why has happened, how has happened. and what will be going to happen. These kinds of things. World War I has certain alliance. They started working in that way also. So the big political movements always come with certain movements, changes in the literature, fine arts, and now cinema was also one of the medium. That's why cinema was also changing from those impacts and effects. Keep this thing in your mind, that the big political movements, big social movements always come with a change in the literature, fine arts, and visual mediums. Radio medium was also there, TV medium was also there. Accordingly, even the mindset of the people. Yeah. Expressionism and realism was already there. Realism is whatever is real, whatever my eyes are able to see. Expressionism is hidden. But the metaphor, the mind of any individual is able to understand that this expression is giving us or talking us about this reality. There might be a reason that, okay, I don't want to speak openly. Then I have to take the style of expressionism. Due to the pressure, political pressure, due to the certain kind of social pressure also. Because I have my opinion, and that opinion is not for the masses. Masses are thinking in a different way. So German expressionism was started in the 1920s. Many filmmakers choose this style. Fritz Lang was one of the major filmmakers of German expressionism. The main films of German expressionism are Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, Nosferatu, Metropolis. Now, Metropolis again was given a name of avant-garde. That is something which is new, which is different from others. But the feature of the German expressionism, because that was also new at that time, and avant-garde name was also given to any kind of movement, is given to any kind of movement which is new, which is not being practiced in the past. Any experiment. Yeah. So, the director has shown car flying, big skyscrapers, and a robot converting into the human being in Metropolis. And now, when we are sitting in 1924, this has actually happened. But still, we are not able to convert the robot to a human being as it was converted in Metropolis in early 20s. If you will see that scene, you will be able to understand and you will be able to get surprised that the vision of the director at that time, still we have not achieved that vision. Still we are working on the semi-robots, which have the mask of the human being, but they are machine inside. And in the way, Fritz Lang was also able to give us unchained camera techniques, because we know that the technology was also developing, style was also developing, people were making certain tools through which they can execute better executions in the motion picture. He used that technique in The Last Laugh, a story of a person who is having a job of a door opener in the hotel, and uniform was his pride. Now he is old. The authority decided that we should remove him and find out a young person. So that was his fear. Expressionism works on the inner fears. Whatever is inside us, expressionism is trying to show that in the visuals. Whether that is Nosferatu, or Dracula, or Cabinet of Dr. Calgary in the form of kind of Frankenstein. Yes? Unusual people being the part of the society, and people are having fear from them. So that those kind of things were there. Side by side, as Germany was working on this thing, Russia was working on the montage, and professors over there was working on some certain new technologies, certain new aesthetics, in which juxtapose was given to us by Lev Kuleshov. A plus B is equal to X. Lev Kuleshov gave us an experiment that he shooted a person and maybe he must have asked that what do you get from this expression? People will say that they are not getting anything because a person is standing in the mid-shot. Then he inserted a bowl of soup, lady lying on the sofa, and a dead body in the coffin after some cuts. Then he must have asked then to the people, now what do you get? People must have said hunger, lust, and sadness. Yes? Because those inserts, the bowl of soup, can give you hunger also. Food. That person is hungry. If then again we are showing the person and showing the lady lying on the sofa, then that person can change the juxtapose into that, so that he want that lady who is lying on the sofa. The lust, maybe love also. And then dead body in the coffin, if we are inserting the shot of that person and that dead body in the coffin, may lead to the sadness, grief, or any other emotion. A plus B is equal to X. Lev Kuleshov. Then Sergei Eisenstein. With his cinema, he gave us 5 types of editing techniques: metric, rhythmic, tonal, overtonal, and intellectual. So that was montage. Montage in the film craft, in the visual medium, in the motion picture. Montage, the purpose of montage was to deliver the, again, visual art, sculpture, painting, drawing, and theater art, dancing, performing. They all are related with the human emotions. I always say to my students that 2 plus 2 is equal to all kind of human emotion. It can't be 4, it can't be anything else. Because this is not a formula, this is a conceptual study. Yes? So even the working of the montage, working on the montage was also related to the boosting of human emotions. Then one more personality was there, Pudovkin. Pudovkin gave us 5 types of editing effects. And through his effects, again he changed the scenario of film craft. All of these 3 filmmakers, one who made The Man with the Movie Camera. If you want to learn cinematography, you just see that film, Man with the Movie Camera. He has shown how to capture the running shutter also. He takes certain shots, he dig the camera under the train and take the shots from there. Variety of shots. Those people who still, the filmmaker, the cinematographers are using those techniques given by the person, given by the filmmaker, cameraman of that time. Pudovkin has also given us 5 types of effect, which still the filmmakers are using. Leitmotif is one of the effect which I want to discuss. It is like, it's not about the sound. The sound was not at that time. Suppose I am showing a line. Every time I show a line, then a cut to my hero who is fighting for the people. That line is leitmotif. Whenever I show the line, your mind will say that, okay, now the hero is going to come. Now the hero is going to perform like a lion. He will be doing something like that. But when sound came into the cinema, certain kind of sound, like in Sholay, when Amjad Khan is coming, and there is a one particular tone, and then he asks, "Kitne aadmi the?" Yes, that tone. Whenever that tone is coming, it means now the Gabbar is going to come. The mindset of the people understand about that. Yes? Contrast, parallelism, stimulity. These are the effects which is given by Pudovkin, and they are accepted by the filmmakers now also. Then, after that, again, slowly and gradually the cinema was getting developed. Hollywood system was getting developed. Cinema was becoming commercialized with the help of some of the studios established in the Hollywood. They bought a real estate, and developed that real estate into a huge production area of the cinema. And that's how slowly and gradually the cinema becomes commercial. Before that, it was not that much commercial. It was not the mindset, okay, that we are going to sell, or the mindset was that we are going to show our work.